So, I'm Andrew Roesch, and I'm going to be presenting on Washington crossing the Delaware. This is the famous picture, obviously. About Emanuel Lutze, he was a German artist, and he created two of the paintings. His first one in 1948 was destroyed in Allied bombings in World War II, and his second painting, the big one that's in the Met, he created in 1850. The edition was moved to New York in October of 1851, and in 1853 Marshall O. Roberts, a wealthy capitalist, bought it for $10,000 at the time, which would be $300,000 in today's money. After moving museums a few times in the 1900s, it returned to the Met, where it stands now. History of the night. On Christmas night in 1776, Washington's men assembled on the Pennsylvania side of the Delaware River. He led 5,400 men across the Delaware River that night to attack the Hessian soldiers in Trenton, New Jersey. Hessian soldiers were like German mercenaries, so paid soldiers. The soldiers were caught off guard from all the Christmas activities the night before, and on December 26th at 9:30, Washington's men surrounded the camp and captured 1,000 Hessian soldiers. There was only 4 American lives lost, and hundreds of Hessians escaped. The town of Trenton was not held because of the lack of artillery that didn't make it across the river. So this is the crossing point in Pennsylvania, north of Philadelphia. At this time during the Revolution, we were losing battles around Philadelphia in this area, and even in New York City, just down more. So Washington led his men up to this point in the river where the painting is depicted, and then he led his men south to surround Trenton and attack the Hessians. About the painting, Washington has a very idealized pose with his saber and with his foot up on the boat, which he would not be normally when you're crossing a boat in a river. It's not very safe. So that shows him as a determined leader and warrior. All the lines show the strength and determination of the men pushing forward across the river. And the light on the horizon symbolizes the American Revolution coming out of the failures of its beginning and into the prosperous nation that we are now. And the variation of men on the boat symbolized the unity among the American patriots at the time for one common goal, for American independence. So the lines, I have some of the important ones is Washington moving forward, his eyes moving forward, the paddles facing up to Washington, the flag pointing up, and the light coming down onto the flag also. A little information, this is also James Madison, who's a future president. And the men, this is an African American. This guy is of like French origin, and there's like German origin, a bunch of different ethnicities of all these men. And a few knockoffs, obviously. It's a very famous painting, Duluth Trading Ad. This one is also very popular, and then a comic of Obama crossing.